I never made a call to Diddy, really? I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
A whole wave of rappers stopped standing with Diddy lately, but one rapper has been calling him out since way back in the 90s, and he never flinched for a second. That rapper is Eminem, and he came into the game already throwing shots like he had nothing to lose. On that early track where he spit, when he raw original Bad Boy on the case cover, your face came into place. Blowed and sprayed Puffy with mace, people realized this wasn't some light jab. M was swinging hard from day one. See, while Diddy was already a giant in the rap world, running radio, running charts, running the whole East Coast with Bad Boy Records, Eminem was just trying to get his foot in the door. Diddy had power, respect, hits, and a whole empire behind him. Nobody in the industry wanted to cross him back then. Nobody except M. Eminem walked in like he didn't care who was standing in front of him, and that energy alone had everybody watching. Once he dropped the Slim Shady tape in 1997, the streets started buzzing heavy. Then by the time he dropped the Marshall Mathers LP in 2000, he wasn't just popping, he was global, one of the biggest voices in rap. But even with all that success, he didn't let up on Diddy or Bad Boy. He fired back again on Marshall Mathers when he rapped, "Is it because you love me that y'all expect so much of me? You little groupie bitch, get off me. Go fuck Puffy."
We can just say.
Line had the whole industry squinting like, did he really just say that? And he pushed the line even further on I'm Back, taking a bold swing at Diddy and Jennifer Lopez when he said, "'Cause if I ever stuck it to any singer in showbiz, it'd be Jennifer Lopez and Puffy." That bar shook people because Diddy and J-Lo were together at the time, and M wasn't holding anything back. Eminem kept pushing boundaries with lines that had the whole industry gasping, like when he rapped, "You know this, I'm sorry, Puff, but I don't give a fuck. If this chick was my own mother, I still fuck her with no rubber and come inside her and have a son and a new brother at the same time and just say that it ain't mine. What's my name?" Those bars were so wild that people couldn't believe M really said them on wax. And the craziest part? Diddy didn't even clap back. Not one line, not one hint, nothing. Almost like he knew going at M might open a door he didn't want to open. And honestly, back then, Eminem was acting like he had nothing to lose and was ready for any smoke that came his way. That same year, he dropped the Marshall Mathers LP. M caught his ex-wife Kim with a dude named John Guerrera, a bouncer from a spot called Hot Rocks. Guerrera was known to carry heat on him, but M didn't care one bit. According to reports, Slim walked straight up on him and things got violent fast. M allegedly pulled a gun and pistol whipped Guerrera right there in public. Guerrera later ran to the courts and sued M, walking away with around $100K. Eminem, though, claimed he never pistol whipped anybody and only punched Guerrera.
Starving too. You know something? I want me a piece of cheesecake. From, you know where to get the cheesecake spot is at? Yeah. Yeah, and y'all can walk from here, get the cheesecake, see the city, enjoy the sights, would you? Show them around.
And on Sing for the Moment, he aired him out completely, spitting, "It's all political. If my music is literal and I'm a criminal, how the fuck can I raise a little girl? I couldn't. I wouldn't be fit to. You're full of shit too. Guerrera, that was a fist that hit you." That line had people rewinding the track like crazy because M was clearly done with the guy trying to flip the story. So when folks ask why Diddy never fired back at Eminem, the answer might be simple. M was unpredictable.
So we in the video, all you heard was, "Suge is coming!" I swear to God. Cameras are falling, dancers are running, lights, shit is niggas. Everybody's running, "Suge is coming!"
Bold, and had no problem exposing anybody. And now that Diddy's freak-off stories from way back in the 90s have been dragged into the spotlight, fans are looking back like maybe M already knew something strange was going on even then. Eminem wasn't scared of Diddy's money or his connections, and he sure wasn't scared to say the kind of things other rappers wouldn't dare touch. Eminem kept clowning Diddy every chance he got, even on tracks where the shots were tucked inside wild punchlines. On I'm Shady, he spit, "Spiked the punch at the party and drank. Pop shaved my armpits and wore a tank top, Bad Boy. I told you that. I can't stop. You gotta make him feel you for you. Make him feel you. So everybody buy my shit or I'm gonna come and kill you." Those lines were outrageous, but they also showed M wasn't worried about ruffling feathers with anyone tied to Bad Boy. not even its boss. While Eminem's career kept shooting higher and higher, Diddy's run in rap started slowing down, but M never took his foot off the gas. He stayed dropping little darts and jokes, making it clear he never respected Diddy's whole tough guy persona. And when Jadakiss and the LOX had their meltdown with Diddy over their contract, claiming he was robbing them, M didn't hesitate to jump into the fire with them. Diddy tried flexing on Jadakiss and his crew, but the LOX weren't the type to be pushed around, and M clearly loved backing the underdogs. So in 2004, M hopped on Welcome to D-Block with Jadakiss and delivered the line that had everybody talking. Welcome to D-Block, the mighty, mighty D-Block, the place in New York City where Diddy won't even walk. That wasn't just a punchline, that was a straight-up disrespectful swing. It showed M didn't fear Diddy's status, his label, or his reputation. But here's where things got even crazier. The very next year, M and Diddy ended up on the same track. Diddy decided to drop another Biggie project in 2005, trying to squeeze every dollar out of Biggie's legacy, and he reached out to Eminem to feature. Fans were shocked, like, how are these two on a song together? But people who followed M's career knew he always had huge respect for Biggie. He even said it on Till I Collapse when he rapped, I got list. Here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Andre from Outkast, Jada Corrupt Nas, and them. Biggie was one of his top inspirations, so M wasn't going to pass up the chance to touch a Biggie project. Even then though, M couldn't resist sneaking in a subliminal jab. On the same track he did with Diddy, he dropped the line, fans meet, mourn us while we meet the corners. People took that as M implying Diddy's name always seemed to float around tragedy, especially after Biggie's passing. It was slick, subtle, and sharp, exactly how M liked to diss when he knew the whole world was listening. Notorious B.I.G. tried to warn everybody, and looking back now, it feels like folks watched a whole parade of artists ride Biggie's legacy without ever carrying his weight. The industry kept piggybacking off Biggie's name and Pac's name, building careers off landmarks they didn't create, and the history of rap got messy because of it. Even with all that going on, a few years later, Eminem ended up on the remix for Diddy's track, Hello, Good Morning. He played it cool on that one. No disses, no slick talk, just a feature, but M staying silent never lasts forever. Fast forward to 2012, and M linked up with Pink for Here Comes the Weekend. And that's when he aimed straight at Diddy again, this time at his Ciroc empire. He rapped, I'm probably not gonna be wanting to pop bubbly or Ciroc. I'm not puffy, but I'm gonna run the city tonight when I hit it. I might act like a freaking idiot. Diddy mixed with a medieval night. Big city lights, little indignity, hot dig. This Biggie is getting me hyped. If I don't get some liquor, I'll hurt you. I'll knock your dick in the dirt. That verse was wild, funny, and disrespectful all at once, and fans knew immediately who he was aiming at. M chilled on the Diddy beef for a bit after that, but everything flipped when one of Diddy's own artists jumped into the ring. Machine Gun Kelly had been signed to Bad Boy Records for years and was tight with Diddy, so when he decided to come for Eminem, the whole situation instantly dragged Diddy's name into the mess. MGK threw a couple of disses out there, testing the waters, and M didn't respond at first. He just let MGK bark. But when MGK dropped Rap Devil and dissed M again, that's when Slim finally snapped back with Kill Shot, one of the coldest clapbacks he's ever dropped. And in that track, M didn't just go at MGK. He dragged Diddy right into the bar with the line, put this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills. But Kels, the day he put out the hit's the day, Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pop killed. That line froze the internet because nobody expected M to go that far, even in a diss track. And at the very end of the track, the tension was so thick, people had to replay it over and over, just trying to process how bold M really was for dragging Diddy's name into one of the most sensitive stories in rap history. After snapping on MGK and tossing Diddy's name in the fire, Eminem tried to soften the blow with that famous follow-up line, and I'm just playing Diddy, you know I love you. But everyone knew that wasn't enough to cool things down. Behind the scenes, Diddy was reportedly heated, especially after M dragged him into a conversation people usually avoid. Joe Budden even claimed Diddy told him he was gonna take care of the situation, which had folks thinking Diddy was really planning something serious. But whatever move he thought he was going to make clearly never happened, because M kept firing shots like nothing scared him. Eminem went right back at it on Godzilla, dropping the bar, like Kid Ink, bitch, I got them racks with so much ease that they call me Diddy because I make bands and I call getting cheese a cakewalk. A lot of people didn't catch the double meaning at first, but M slipped in a reminder about Diddy's history of flexing money and the cheesecake incident the culture never forgot. Fans instantly remembered that moment on Diddy's show Making the Band, where he allegedly treated his artist harshly and made grown men walk miles across the city just to bring him a slice of cheesecake. Folks joked about it for years, but behind the scenes, many said the environment was toxic and controlling. Even with all those jabs over the years, nothing prepared the industry for what happened in 2024. That's when Eminem took the disrespect sky high. No filter, no hesitation. Diddy had been one of the biggest names in music for decades, untouchable in business and entertainment. But suddenly, everything started collapsing at once. Kef D got arrested for Tupac's murder and publicly claimed Diddy was the one who put $1 million bounty on Pac's head. That alone had the entire culture spinning. Then Diddy's ex Cassie stepped forward with a lawsuit that exposed disturbing details about alleged abuse and freak-off behavior that had been whispered about for years. The lawsuit cracked open a door that Diddy probably hoped would stay locked forever. And just when things were at their worst, Eminem dropped his album and added even more pressure, making sure Diddy's name stayed right in the spotlight while everything around him burned. M had been poking Diddy for decades, but by 2024, the jabs turned into full-blown verbal demolition, and the world watched it unfold in real time. When Eminem dropped the death of Slim Shady, he went after Diddy harder than ever, unleashing some of the most ruthless bars he has aimed at him in decades. M accused Diddy of mistreating women and used wordplay so sharp that fans had to rewind it twice, especially when he rapped, "I'm like an R. A PR got so many essays." Essays, wait. He didn't dispel the word rapper and leave out a P. Diddy. That line had people stunned because M was clearly hinting at something without spelling anything out, making it even more explosive. Then he took it way further, calling Diddy out for the long-standing rumors tied to both Biggie and Pac. M spit, "R.I.P., rest in peace, Biggie and Pac. Both of y'all should be living, but I ain't trying to beef with him because he might put a hit on me like Key D get him, and that's the only way you're gonna be killing me. Ain't gonna be on no beat." Silly. Fans couldn't believe how direct he was. He took the whispers the industry had danced around for years and threw them front and center like it was nothing. And Slim wasn't done. On the track Antichrist, he blasted Diddy again while speaking on Cassie's situation, rapping, "Next idiot asked me is getting his ass beat worse than Diddy did. Cassie. But on the real though, she probably ran out the room with his fucking dildo. She tried to feel go punter. She said to chill, now put it back in my ass and get the steel too." Even though the imagery is wild, the target was obvious. M wanted people to look at Diddy in a way the industry had always tiptoed around. Then came the remix of Fuel, where M kept pressing the issue with another bar that had people wide-eyed. Notorious B.'s death was the domino effects of Tupac's murder like facial tissue. Whose clock should I clean? Next, Puff's tears and police handcuffs. Guilty. Will he step up like G. Depp and turn himself in? Who knows all the murders that pin on me next? That line shook the rap world because M wasn't hinting anymore. He was flat out lining Diddy up with every dark rumor floating around the culture. And even after all that, Slim still wasn't done tearing into him. Track after track, interview after interview, Eminem kept picking at that wound like he had decades of things left to unload. Fans hadn't seen M in that mode in years. Raw, reckless, and fearless. Eminem kept swinging on Diddy from every angle, even dropping lines that questioned the whole power structure around him. On one track he rapped, "Bad one, he rapped. Biggie is gone and Tupac and I'm still alive. And you not the woo dog, so who died and made you? God?" That bar hit like a punch to the chest because M was basically saying Diddy had no right to act like he ran the culture when two legends were no longer here to speak for themselves. And while Diddy's name was getting dragged through the media, a bunch of people who used to roll with him started getting pulled into the mess too. Aaron Hall, an R&B singer who was cool with Diddy back in the day, got tied into one of the lawsuits when a woman named Lisa Gardner accused Diddy of harming her in Aaron Hall's apartment. M didn't let that slide either. He called both of them out with the lines, "This is subterfuge just to screw with you, and yeah, this much is true. This sounds like something that Puff would do at a party with Aaron Hall, cause I just love to fuck with you." Even when M used humor, the shots were sharp and loaded. Then things got even crazier when a wild detail surfaced during the investigation. That Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car because Cudi was involved with Cassie. The moment that story hit the internet, M used it as ammo and dropped another brutal bar. Got him up in arms like monkey bars, the fucking bomb word, the puffy. I'm blowing up. Kid cut his car in front of his house. All his buddies are now. Fans couldn't believe how bold M was. But at that point, nothing he said surprised anyone anymore. And while Diddy ended up locked up facing his accusations, Eminem reminded everyone that he never feared anybody in the industry, not even the people who other rappers stayed far away from. Back in the day, Suge Knight had the whole rap game shook. He was known for being aggressive, intimidating, and controlling situations through fear. People whispered about hits, threats, and dangerous moves tied to his name, and most artists didn't dare mention him. But M wasn't built like most artists. He didn't back down from Suge either. Suge had major beef with Dr. Dre after Dre left Death Row to launch Aftermath, and Dre became M's mentor from day one. Eminem stood behind Dre without hesitation, even though Suge had a reputation that made entire labels nervous. And once Dre and M started linking up with 50 Cent, another person Suge couldn't stand, the tension grew even hotter. Still, M never flinched. He made it clear that no matter what kind of power someone claimed to have, he wasn't scared to call them out or stand his ground. 50 Cent was blowing up the entire rap scene, but Suge Knight wasn't trying to let that slide, especially since 50 was signed under Dr. Dre, a man Suge had been holding a grudge against for years. So when 50 was filming the video for In Da Club, Suge pulled up to the set with a whole squad behind him, rolling deep like he wanted to make a statement. Tony Yayo later said the second people heard Suge was outside, the whole set started panicking and running around, thinking something serious was about to go down. But Eminem didn't move like the rest of the crowd. Instead of hiding or slipping out the back, M stepped outside ready for whatever smoke came with Suge's name. That moment alone spread fast through the industry, because M facing Suge head-on was something almost nobody else in the game would have dared to do at the time. Not long after that situation, Eminem recorded a Suge diss track called Smack You Andras, and he didn't hold back at all. In the track, he said, "I'm holding Suge responsible for the death of the two greatest rappers to ever grace the face of this planet. If only the late, great Mr. Christopher Wallace could talk, he could tell you himself." Those lines hit hard because M was stepping into a topic most artists stayed far away from. Even though the track was never officially released, when it leaked in 2025, it sent shockwaves through social media. It instantly reminded everybody that Eminem was never scared to step to giants. Whether it was Suge Knight, Diddy, or any other powerful figure in hip-hop, the man wasn't built to fold or back down. He always said what others were scared to say out loud. So what do you think? Was M fearless or just wild enough to not care about consequences? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and see you on the next one.